Hey guys, it's us again.
And we're back for the February edition of the HHS Digital Magazine.
Community service is highly valued here at HHS. Here are some ways that you can earn your community service hours.
Well, welcome Hillsborough High School students. For baseball, here's how we do it. I normally give them, if they come to games, they can do scoreboard, they can announce, but the biggest one is they can work in the snack shack, which gives them a lot of community service hours, especially with the fact that we have a lot of home games. But our number one community service hours is we do the Hillsborough Little League assessments. We do those twice a week for 4 hours, and then we do a makeup day the following week.
So for volunteer community service hours, culinary arts is kind of a bastion of an opportunity. We do catering, where you can do things with that. A lot of prep goes along with that. We have several events that happen throughout the year. We also have our coffee cart, so the students can get hours for community service, a variety of different ways.
Our students enrolled in the Ag Education program and classes get the opportunity to participate in community service throughout the year, whether it be by volunteering for events with the Farm Bureau, for example, doing our county crab feed and helping serve at that.
While you don't necessarily need to be in a community service class to get these volunteer hours, if you are going to do any production in our kitchen, you will need to be able to provide a valid food handler certificate.
Home games are probably twice a week, depending on schedule, but this year we'll have 17 home games, so kids have an opportunity with each game being about 2.5 hours.
The events are planned by our officers at the beginning of the year, and sometimes they'll choose to do 2 to 3 community service projects. Sometimes they'll do one really big one for the semester, but it all depends. And then during the spring is when students can earn the most garden work hours.
When I think about my own education and not needing community service hours to graduate high school, it's kind of a missed opportunity. While I did a lot of community service work, I find that people out when they reach beyond our walls here at HHS, you can find a lot of value in reaching back to your community, whether it's helping relief efforts from a disaster, helping with our catering here on campus, or just kind of reaching out and understanding the connection between community and the school.
Well, you're helping your community, and whatever you can help your community and get involved in sports and athletics in your school and your families and friends, I think it brings atmosphere, and I think it just brings a lot of excitement to Hillsborough High School.
I think that community service is important so that students have the chance to give back and remember that the world is bigger than themselves, and to think about others, how they can be helpful, and how they can engage with the community around them.
Hi. Today I got the chance to interview some Hillsborough High School students about their daily lives on campus. Hello, my name is Andrew Ambrosi, and today we're going to be interviewing Hillsborough High School students about their daily lives. And today we're interviewing
Max Hubble,
Emery Joy,
Ruby, Leffie,
Brady Morton.
Hello, Brady. Could you tell us about one of your first classes here at HHS?
One of my first classes is Adapted Studies. I love the class a lot, and it's actually really fun a lot. You can just relax with your friends a lot, and just hang out.
Ceramics. It's pretty laid back. I get a lot of homework done, and I also like making bowls and stuff. It's a good class.
Marine and freshwater ecology. Well, I really want to be a marine biologist, and that's my passion, so it's just the perfect class for me.
AP World with Mo. I like all the interesting things we learn over time and all the different units.
Are there any activities or sports or clubs that you're a part of outside of school?
Yep, I play varsity tennis and varsity basketball.
I play basketball.
Well, yes, I'm actually part of the varsity high school boys basketball team, and it's really fun working with Coach Andy, Coach Jacob Pruitt, really nice guys.
I have been on volleyball varsity for 4 years and track for 3. We had a really good season last year. We finished out really well. I was really proud of my team, and just a really, really fun high school career. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
It's
It's the 7th annual Healdsburg Car Show, sponsored by the Healdsburg High School Auto Shop program. Come on down to the campus of Healdsburg High on April 22nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Spend the day checking out classic cars, including rods, custom, muscle cars, and trucks. Visit vendor exhibits, food booth, enjoy music by the world-famous Prince Street Band, along with other local musicians and more. The event is free to attend. Yes, free! Have a car to enter? Registration is only $25. For more information, contact Brian Osborne at bosborne@husd.com or call 707-431-3420. Come on out and celebrate 6 years of cool cars, cool people, and good times.
Hi, I'm Mr. Osborne, and this is automotive. So this class is for everybody from 9th grade up to seniors. We look at every aspect of vehicles, including now we have the ability to look at electric vehicles as well, which is a new technology for us. By the end of this class, you're going to know pretty much the car from front bumper to back bumper, left to right, how to do oil changes, tire rotation, and then even bigger into how engines, transmissions work. It's a full scope class. Everybody is welcome in here, and it's a learn as you go. So that's what we do. It's a year-long class. It's super fun, and you'll love me because I'm a nice guy.
Hello, my name is Laurel Heaney. I'm a junior at Healdsburg High, and I'm the president of the GSA Club. The club was started a while ago by alumni now who wanted to make an impact on campus and who wanted to make a difference. In the club, we kind of build the sense of community, and we just have a really supportive group that we go to and that we meet with every Friday to ask questions and deal with things on campus, such as having more gender-neutral bathrooms and with issues of people being homophobic or racist or etc. The club has this year it's pretty small. We have about 12 members, I want to say, but hopefully more people will start coming to meetings. So this year, we're gonna try to have a movie night like we did last year, and then we are also trying to have a couple events, such as maybe a carnival, just for the community to be able to come together and have a nice safe space, or maybe have a queer picnic with queer families and other people around the community outside of our school to come and get more of a sense of community in Healdsburg High. The club has been pretty successful. Last year we had quite a few people show up, and I think we spread a lot of positivity around campus, and we also, some of us helped with the queer prom at West County last year, which was very successful. As the club, we do lots of fundraisers, and most of our events are fundraisers, so our carnival is planning on being a fundraiser to raise money. Maybe this year we can have t-shirts made for us, or we could do more events in the future with the money we get. As the GSA president, I think that you should join the GSA Club because we are very positive and have a very safe community with the best supervisors on campus, Ms. Pollock and Kay Rivers, and we have a very nice and small community, but it's amazing, and everyone should join to spread positivity and awareness about our issues on campus.
This is a little bit about our internship program.
Hi, my name is Shelly Anderson. I am the scholarship coordinator at Healdsburg High School, and also for the last 9 years I have been the work-based learning coordinator running the internship program. The history of the internship program is actually quite interesting. It was a community member who came up with the idea, who really wanted to see more work-based learning in the schools, more really getting students ready for the workforce and giving them an opportunity to check out a career that they might be interested in while they were still in high school. So all 150 juniors were placed at local businesses and spent 6 days doing that, and in the process they're journaling, they're reflecting, and it's very project-based. It's not job shadow. That's what I like about it the best. The kids they're supposed to have a project, they're jumping in, and they're part of the business. And they have to have an outcome that they can share on presentation night with the community.
Dave Hubble here, coming to you from Healdsburg High School. I just recently joined Healdsburg High School. I'm excited to be the new internship and work-based learning coordinator.
Hello, my name is Lucy Hagan. I'm a senior at HHS now. My name is Elise Thompson. I'm also a senior at HHS, and we both did our internship with Matt Milano, a freelance writer here in Hansburg.
It was a really great experience. We really enjoyed like the leeway and like the flexibility that Matt had, and that we were able to like go to a variety of different spots to see what his work was like. And the internship was like super reflective of what type of work that he does on a daily basis. I think it was a good experience.
Here's our movie review special feature. This month we'll be talking about Avatar.
Years ago today, a little movie called Avatar shocked the world when it became the highest grossing movie of all time, with an unprecedented grand total of $2.92 billion. And in the recent weeks, its long-awaited sequel, Avatar: The Way of Water, has proven itself to be a worthy successor, passing $2 billion at the worldwide box office mere days ago with no signs of slowing down. The film has absolutely shattered expectations, as skeptics assumed it would not be able to live up to the original financially, because it just seemed people weren't as interested anymore. It seems these predictions were ill-placed, however, as The Way of Water has already become the 6th highest grossing movie of all time, with it set to pass number 5 and 4 being Star Wars: The Force Awakens and Avengers: Infinity War in the coming days. This would mean that its director, James Cameron, would be behind 3 of the top 4 highest grossing movies of all time. That's quite an impressive resume. But what do other students think? Let's find out. Alright, so what did you think of the movie?
I think it was really good. I think it really lived up to its expectations. Yeah, my favorite character was the youngest daughter of Jake Sully.
Oh my god, the CGI was amazing. It was an absolutely fire movie. It deserves to be like one of the best movies in the world.
It was kind of long. It's definitely not worth 3 hours, but some parts, overall, it was alright.
Well, I think the Avatar movie was actually really good. I loved it a lot. Even though it was 3 hours, I still loved it.
It was interesting. It was cool, and it was actually really good after all.
In my opinion, this success is well deserved, as the movie is an incredibly entertaining watch, and, to no one's surprise, a visual marvel. Well, that's all for now, but until next time, keep watching movies.
And for this month's club feature, we have the Ethnic Studies Club.
My name is Rogelio Vega. I am a senior and I'm the current president of the Ethnic Studies Club. I joined the Ethnic Studies Club because I believe there was a difference to be made in our community. It was just important to have people speaking out for what's right. I joined the Ethics Studies Club my junior year, the year after it was founded. It was founded by former Hillsburg High School students. I wanted to become president because I had a lot of ideas and I wanted to put a lot of my ideas into action, and I wanted to speak out for what is right and make a difference in my community. The Ethics Studies Club we do a lot of community service. Most recently we had community speakers come talk to us about healthcare for all. We put on events at different sports games. We recently sold items at the Hillsburg High School girls varsity game, and we held a movie night before for all the students to come. So those are some of the things that we've done this past year. I want to say, please join if you want to make a difference in your community, or if you just want to be around a group of people that really care. We need a lot of young people like you all out there to make a difference in the world.
Here's our monthly sports feature, and this month we'll be talking about soccer.
My name's Brian Saini, and I've been coaching for about 8 years. I decided to coach for Hillsburg High because I have 3 daughters that are coming up through the program, and a lot of the kids that are going to be coming into high school, I've been able to coach for the last about 6 years. Our season's going pretty good so far. Right now we have a record of 8-4. Any team that we've played that's a Division 4 like we are, we have beat or tied. This year, some of the things that we're looking forward to, potentially making playoffs this year, The last time that I know of that the girls varsity soccer team made playoffs, I believe, was in 2005. And so this will be the first time since then that the girls have a chance at making playoffs, which is great progress for them. Some of the things that we're looking forward to is building the program up with the JV program that we had this year. We had over, I think total that came out for tryouts, we had over 45 kids. In our league, we compete against Ukiah, Rancho, Pioneer, Santa Rosa High, and LC Ellen. This year has been a little bit of a challenge for us because Ukiah is a Division II. They're a huge school. Rancho Cotati always has a great team, and it seems like we're pretty evenly matched with Pioneer and Santa Rosa. Forward to watching the program grow, and we look forward to everybody coming out and supporting, and thanks for watching.
So I'm Brian Osborne. I'm the auto shop teacher here at Healdsburg High School. I've been here 22 years. I also teach U.S. history. I've done some world history. I've coached basketball, softball, whatever. I'd say my real passion is cars and has been since I was probably 12 or 13 years old. So when I was growing up, my dad had 2 cars in the garage that were just sort of always in the way. And you know, we're always walking around, and we used to crawl on top of them to get to the attic, and they just were sort of there, and I didn't even understand cars at all. When I turned about 12 or 13, I started asking him about these cars, and he goes, well, I bought that one years ago, and it just sat there. So he said, hey, if you want to work on it, go ahead. And so I just bought a battery with some money I had from birthday money or whatever, and then started working on it, and he cut me a deal, says, listen, we'll build it up. It's not something you could drive in the street. It was a 32 Durant. So it was just this old junky car, but once we got it rolling, he said, hey, we'll sell it and you can get half the money. And so I sold it and made some money and go, that was kind of cool. And then he had another car in the garage, we got that going, and he gave me some money for helping him, and all of a sudden I started making some money doing this. And so I got really into cars when I was 15. I was ready to buy my first car, and so I got a Volkswagen Bug, which taught me how to work on cars because it was a pile of crap. And I had to work on it pretty much every weekend. And once I sold that, I realized that, you know, I was probably 18 when I sold it. I made some money on it, and then I had another car, and I sold it and made some money on it. And I started getting all these cool cars, and the more money I made, the more I could buy these cars. I've always wanted these old cars, and you meet kind of some really cool people, and as I met them, I realized they knew people that had cars, or they had an uncle that had something in the field, and I'd go look at it and buy it and pick it up, and all of a sudden I had 3 or 4 cars in my dad's house, and he's like, enough. And so I kind of stopped for a while once I got married and got my own house, and now I got some acreage. I'm back to having cars all over the place, and it's really fun. I meet a lot of cool people, and in the end, I'm taking cars that are kind of forgotten, getting them back on the road, and I really appreciate that. And then I get them to people who are going to use them and appreciate them, and take them to car shows, and kind of just, you know, revitalizing these cars out of the fields kind of makes me happy. Okay, so when I was growing up, there was a movie Stand and Deliver, and Stand and Deliver had this scene, and the actor, Lou Diamond Phillips, is actually actor, is really young, and he's in school, and he's kind of a hoodlum. And him and his friend go driving around town in this car, and you can barely see it in the movie, and it's a 56 210 Chevy wagon. It's a 4-door. But I remember seeing the movie, and it's only in the movie for like a minute. You see this thing, and then I was like, man, that's the car I want. And so about 5 years ago, I sold all my other cars, and I found one in Chico, went over, picked it up, and I still have it today. I absolutely love the car, and for no other reason than I saw it in that movie. I always wanted one. They were hard to find, and I finally found one, had the money to buy it, and I absolutely love it. That's really the epitome. That car will always be with me. I have all kinds of cars that come and go. I bring some to the shop here at the school. They're at my house all the time. My kids get to see them, and my wife doesn't even come up and look at them anymore. She goes, why would I go look at it? It's gonna be sold in a week. And it's true. It's fun. It's what I do for a hobby. I meet cool people, and my kids are starting to enjoy it. So hopefully, when they get to drive, they'll be driving something cool to school, and hopefully, it'll change all the time. And maybe I'll teach them how to make money on them too.